Hello guys, welcome back to this channel, and today we are going to rank all 5 Daniel Craig Bond movies. Saw No Time to Die literally about a week ago. I don't know how many hours in a week, so I can't calculate the amount of hours, but whatever. Pretty much not much else to say before we get started, but go check out my Bond playlist and other stuff too, I guess. And I have made through almost half of the Bond movies in this throughout me watching them. Let's see. I've done all 5, I did in the order: GoldenEye, Dr. No, For Your Eyes Only, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, Living Daylight, and then in random order, by the way. Living Daylights, Thunderball, Man with the Golden Gun. Now I'm on Honor, and then I'm in the middle on Her Majesty's Secret Service. So, and then I'm using a randomizer on my phone, so that's how I'm doing, because I'm doing it in a random order. But I did all the Craig ones in order, so I can do this video. Not much else to say, but we can get started. I will be doing a Bond movies rank probably about, I don't know how long from now, probably a week. And I'm going to try to see No Time to Die again before I rank them, because I kind of want to watch it one more time. I'm not going to watch all of them twice. Just No Time to Die and possibly GoldenEye, Skyfall, and Casino Royale. And maybe I don't know what will happen with From Russia with Love and Goldfinger. So, let's get right into it. Number 5, Spectre. Never really liked this movie, and I would say pre-No Time to Die review, I would have said I hated this movie. This is by far the worst Bond movie, and that's what I would have said. So far right now, it's second or third worst. But as a whole, my biggest problem with this movie, just the whole Bond Blofeld brothers thing, it's just horrible. I also really do not like all the stuff at the end with the whole drilling thing. And the final battle as a whole is just not good. The villains layer, I prefer the island in Skyfall and the poison garden in No Time to Die. Those are both so much better than this. As a whole, I just don't really care for this movie. It's still, the tone doesn't offer much. There's one scene I love.
No.
I love it because you really just get a taste of what, you get, what 009's taste of music is, I guess. And also, Daniel Craig is just great. This is his closest, I'd say, to like classic Bond, like from Connery or even Brosnan. And I thought that was great. Other stuff, like I kind of like seeing the MI6 regulars doing a bunch of stuff again. I do like Ray Fiennes as M. But of all the Blofeld schemes, surveillance, I don't know. I feel like this movie's kind of predictable. And it just doesn't work. By the time you get to the end, I'm just not really that satisfied. My least favorite part, maybe not my least favorite, but I don't really like Madeline Swan that much in this movie. I like her a lot more in No Time to Die, so it doesn't bother me that much. But like the scene where they're on the train right after the train fight, it's just so weird. You don't really buy their relationship throughout the entire movie. I like some of the locations, like Rome this is the first time you've ever really gone to Rome. I like seeing Austria, that was pretty cool. I like seeing London again in a Bond movie, I like that. And I heard that this movie had the largest explosion in cinema history. Kind of cool. The movie's not. Coming in at number 4, we have Quantum of Solace. As a whole, it's alright. I mean, I feel like this movie, it's not really one I feel like I want to watch standalone. After Casino Royale, I only watch this movie whenever after I watch Casino Royale. I'm never in a mood where saying, oh, I want to watch Quantum of Solace. That never really happens. That also goes with Spectre, too. And as a whole, this movie just falls kind of flat. It's kind of forgettable. A couple action sequences are great. Actually, there's a great action sequences. Car chase, the the boat action sequence, whatever you want to call it. The hotel room fight. The bell tower fight, did I mention that one? The burning building thing at the end, the plane chase, I guess. I don't know how to put that. I feel like the way they're trying to shoot the action sequences kind of seems like a Bourne movie, and as much as I love the Bourne Identity and the other 2 Bourne movies, it doesn't quite work in a Bond movie. It's just, it doesn't work. And as a whole, Dominic Green's just not a very good villain. None of the Bond girls really stand out. Camille Montez, there's nothing really you could do anything better with her, but there's nothing really they did wrong with her, so she's kind of there, I guess. Craig is still great in the role. The tone is just kind of okay. Elvis is a horrible henchman. The whole plotline involving Dominic Green trying to manipulate water doesn't really work. Or price gouged water in Bolivia. Just, why Bolivia? Of all things. And as a whole, this movie doesn't quite work. But as a whole, the reason why it's, I think, a bit higher than I think most of the other Bond movies in my entire Bond ranking is mostly because it just doesn't really... I feel like I just can watch this one and just kind of enjoy it because it's a bit shorter than a bunch of the other ones. Top 3 of No Time to Die. Keep in mind there will be spoilers and... Okay, as a whole, this movie's just awesome. Starting from beginning to end, I'd say I really enjoyed it. Absolutely loved specific action sequences, like the pre-title sequence, the Cuba action sequence, and the Defender one. Those are like the 3 main ones. I think there's a few more, but whatever. What hurts this one for me, just the ending. The whole final battle... and it just doesn't quite work. There's so many key ideas to it. There's like, it's just kind of throwing stuff at you, and it doesn't quite all compile together. Like, the whole thing with Safin and his plan doesn't make a lot of sense. Safin as a whole, they don't quite finish developing him. His plan, you don't quite know why he's doing it and what's going on exactly. You don't know what the ticking clock is. You don't really know why why there's not a cure yet. You don't know why they have to fire the... There's so many things that just don't quite come together. I think Bond's death could have been, I think, a bit better if they set it up better. Because, like, it doesn't even feel like a sacrifice. Like, when Tony sacrificed to the, to Thanos, that's different. That just felt much more emotional. Because he has to sacrifice, to destroy Thanos' army, or he's gonna take out the whole entire universe. But here, he's not even doing much because the nukes are gonna destroy the place anyways. There's also the whole thing with the whole nanobots, which, I don't know, a nanobot plotline in a Bond movie. I noticed that a lot of the Craig Bond movies kind of fall into Quantum Solace to Spectre and Quantum Solace to No Time to Die. I feel like I have this problem with this, like, this sort of futuristic technology. And with the Bond movie, I get it with the gadgets, but when he specifically put on, like, a computer surveillance system, Spectre kind of works with, like, the whole surveillance thing, and then Skyfall, you don't even care, but No Time to Die, just the nanobots, doesn't really work for a Bond movie. I didn't care for Lashana Lynch's character, Nomi. I liked her as, like, a character as a new 007. I thought that was cool. I love seeing all the MI6 regulars again. Madeline Swan has much more of a purpose in this movie than she ever did in Spectre. I feel like this movie should have ended with Bond having a family over Bond dying. Because it just doesn't quite work. I mean, they were this close for it to work, but there was a bunch of elements they didn't quite finish. And it just left me at the theater kind of a little disappointed. But still, this was a kick-ass action movie. Coming in at number 2, we have Skyfall. As a whole, I love Skyfall. Everything about it, from all the action sequences to the gorgeous locations to really just the gorgeous cinematography. As a whole, this movie looks gorgeous. I think it's the only Bond movie that made over $1 billion. And as a whole, just everything works in this movie. I have 2 minor problems. First one, Safarine, they didn't quite finish developing that character, so I think she could have been a bit better. Second, as a whole, there's a bunch of plot holes that you can kind of get over because you just love Silva as a villain. Where in Spectre and No Time to Die, when they still have these plot holes, where like No Time to Die, it's the whole thing with why isn't there a cure? It just kind of sticks out because it sets up bad moments in the movie. Spectre does the exact same thing too. But this movie, I think it sets up for some weird moments nonetheless, but still fantastic. Everything involving the Skyfall home, London as a setting, to when he's in China, to the beginning. Everything in this movie works. I absolutely love the Adele song. The score to this movie it's alright. Nothing much there. But as a whole, all the emotion as a 50th anniversary Bond film, all of it works, and I think this is a great Bond movie.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
But at my number one, we have Casino Royale. As a whole, I just really like this movie. I actually love this movie. As a Bond movie, it's fantastic. Got so many great elements. Like, all the action sequences stand out. I am kind of thinking about putting Skyfall ahead, just because I just feel like I just resonate with Skyfall just a slightly more. Because I don't know if the relationship works. I'm a little confused on how they kind of started the relationship between Vesper and Bond. It's a little confusing to me. I still don't quite get it, but it doesn't matter. The cinematography is also great here, not as good as in Skyfall, but still. And as a reboot coming off of the Pretty Bad Die Another Day, this is a great comeback, filled with some great action sequences, like the Miami action sequence, the sword fight in the middle, the beginning with the bridge, or not the bridge, the parkour action sequences, I like to call it, and even the end when they're in Venice. All of it is great. In the ending with Vesper dying, it resonates with me. It's pretty emotional, and the way it kind of leads into the next one is quite good. Plot holes where, like, No Time to Die, it's the whole thing with why isn't there here. It just kind of sticks out because it sets up bad moments in the movie. Spectre does the exact same thing too. And this movie, I think it sets up for some weird moments nonetheless, but still fantastic. Everything involving the Skyfall home, London as a setting, to when he's in China, to the beginning. Everything in this movie works. I absolutely love the Adele song and everything about it. The score to this movie it's alright. Nothing much there. But as a whole, all the emotion as a 50th anniversary Bond film, all of it works, and I think this is a great Bond movie. And as a whole, all the characters work in this movie. Le Chiffre is a good villain. Mathis is a great ally. Vesper's probably my favorite Bond girl. And as a whole, everything pretty much works in this movie, and it comes in at number one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.